Here we go. Here we go. We're live. We're live. We're live. I. The Naticus show is here once again. We're live Sunday night, Monday morning. Nate Night Live. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. Wait for the people to come in. Hopefully, we got a nice little crowd tonight because we got some stuff to talk about, and we're gonna talk to the chat. So it won't be too crazy. Won't be too crazy. I don't foresee being on here for 3 hours or 2.5 hours like normal. I know I always say that, but I end up being on here 2.5, 3 hours. But what we talking about basically tonight, man, is we've spent the last few days, the last few weeks waiting for a decision by LeBron Raymond James, and he finally made his decision. He signed with the Philadelphia 76ers, uh, who has newly acquired Jalen Brown, Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, VJ Edgecombe, Dean Wade, and a few others, man, and a few others, and we're gonna get into that tonight, man, because the dust is starting to settle. Reality is starting to kick in. People are giving their takes or have given their takes, and now it's time to really look at what the hell going on with this trade. Like I said, the dust has settled, and like I said, the initial thoughts have sunk in, and now it's time to see what's going on, man. And we also going to talk about, first we're going to look at like I said, the dust has settled. So the dust has settled. I want to ask people, were they surprised by it since the trade is happened, or they're not the trade, but the signing has happened? Are you surprised by it? Who were you thinking he was going to sign with? And has your opinion changed since he officially signed? Or I think that happened today, him officially signing. But has your opinion changed? Is it a stacked team or not? That's the ultimate question that is at the forefront. Is this a stacked team or not? And this is the second question, does this add to the legacy of LeBron James, or does it take away from it because it's another stacked team? Or are we going to give him a pass because he's 41? That's the question for tonight. I definitely want to ask you guys what's going on. CC Motion, salute to you, brother. Salute to you. Salute to you. We're talking about we're talking about the guy, the sports cycle. We're talking about the news cycle, LeBron James tonight, and we want to kind of rate this team, man, and look at it and see if it actually is a stacked team. Now, I'm I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know what? It's obvious. It's obvious that this is a stacked team. I don't know what people are going to think or say, but this is an obvious stacked team. So we got a couple segments here, man. Like I said, is the team stacked? You got LeBron, Embiid, Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Jalen Brown. Come on, man. An MVP, a Finals MVP, an up and coming player, and Maxey, not even an up and coming player. He's arrived. All star, averaged what 28 points a game last year. Let me see, KCP. Now and they just signed KCP. He was bought out. Now they have another guy, championship experience. Um, I don't know if you can tell me that this team is not stacked. This team is stacked, in my opinion. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about it. Uh, it's stacked, but there's no long-term reliably. LeBron is old and doesn't play much defense no more. Embiid has no legs, and Maxey and Brown need the ball. Second round exit, no lie. And I'm a Sixers fan. Oh shoot. Okay. Okay. And that's why, man. Hey, that's why I rock with you, brother, because you are objective. Uh, and I think that's an honest take. I think that's a valid take. So yeah, dog. I like that. I like that. And not because it's because I don't want to get anybody confused and thinking that I'm against this whole thing. I think it's gonna be fun to watch. I actually thought that this would be the if we're talking about winning a championship, getting a ring, chasing a ring, because this is basically what it is now. You're chasing a ring. That whole ring culture thing is out the door. Uh, it's out the door. People are acting like chemistry is built overnight. I swear. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing too. First of all, when Jalen Brown got in there, you was gonna have to start building some chemistry. You're gonna have to start planning for Joel Embiid to be out. Right there, there's a shot at your chemistry because you're not gonna be able to build as much as you need to with Joel Embiid oft injured self. You know what I mean? So he's always injured. And the thing is, these guys they need time together, and we all know that there's no practicing in the NBA. So now or no real practicing. So now it's like game time is where you really get your chemistry. It's where you really get the continuity. So now you're going to have Embiid missing a bunch of games because that's inevitable. He's not going to be able to stay up. Like my man said, his legs are gone. So we gotta see what this team is going to look like. But the thing is, now you got two guys. You had Embiid who was going to get prime load management going. But now you got LeBron, who's 41. There's no way he's going to play 82 games, so he's going to have some type of load management on his plate now. So now there's two guys that you have to. First of all, it's two guys that you have to get into the lineup, uh, uh, get them uh, lined up with the other guys, and now you got to account for two guys that will not be in the lineup all the time. So now the continuity won't be there. I mean, they're all smart. I believe they're all smart players and they'll all adapt. But like my man said, you need chemistry. You got to have chemistry. This is one of the weirdest super teams built, no lie. Like, step back and just think about it in terms of age, injuries, and play style. Yeah, you see them holes I'm talking about. Yeah. Um, the only thing I see that the saving grace to this thing possibly is Maxi because Maxi is that guy that can go and get his. But the thing is, like you just said, all of them need the ball. You said Maxi and Brown need the ball. Yeah, Maxi's not running an offense. Maxi is that speed guy who showed that he's a scorer. So he's prototypical point guard now who's not really setting up the offense. It's weird, man. Like you said, it is weird. It's the weirdest super team, but hey, if we looking at it on paper, yeah, it's a stacked team. It's like a team that you would put together on 2K. It look like a team that you would put together on 2K, and on 2K you just make it work. This is real life 2K right now. I believe real life 2K. So yeah, man, it is crazy how this team has been put together, and now uh people just think that magically they're going to mesh. Historically, when we look at a LeBron-led team, that first year it never happens for them. It never happens for them. So if they were to win a championship year, this would be the first time that's happened. And now it's a 41-year-old LeBron and not a prime time LeBron. So yeah, that's crazy. We shall see what LeBum does. LeBum is crazy, man. Cause and what about so my man CC, what do you think about KCP, Caldwell Pope signing with him? I think that adds a little bit of depth to him, a little stability to him, some experience, championship experience. That adds something to him. So that may be good, man. My brother 2K is a perfect example. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. The park in 2K. You got this is a 2K team right now. On paper, like I said, you got a guy in Jalen Brown that averaged 28 points. You got a guy in Embiid that averaged 27. I believe Maxey even averaged 27. I want to say. Let me see. I think Embiid average. Let me see. Let me go back to my checking my notes here. I'm gonna play that theme song though in a minute, man. I'm gonna play that theme song in a minute. But yeah, you got Joel Embiid who averaged 26, uh 26.9, so 27 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. He played 38 games. Tyrese Maxey, 28.3 points per game, 4 rebounds, 6.6, so 7 assists. Actually more assists than I thought. Jalen Brown, 28.7, 6.9 rebounds a game, 5.1 assists a game. BJ Edgecombe, 16 points per game, 5.6 rebounds, 4.2 assists. And yeah, that's so basically you got an MVP and Embiid. If he plays more than 38 games, that's a plus. That's a plus for them. But if you have him playing 38 games, I think that could be the downfall of this team, especially the way it played out last year because Embiid played in the playoffs. So that means he missed a lot of games throughout the season, but he was semi healthy for the playoffs because he actually missed games there too. You got a 28 point per game All NBA guard in Maxey. You got 29 points per game, Finals MVP in Jalen Brown. Dog. So for somebody to say this team isn't stacked, that's why I said it. Two stacked. You see the thumbnail, two stacked. This team is stacked, man. You got a 16 point per game rising young wing in VJ Edgecombe. First game as a rookie, scored 30 plus points. So yeah, man, this is a team, but like my man said, there is chemistry to be had. They need to get together, get some continuity. They got to ingratiate themselves with each other, and I don't know if LeBron and Embiid is going to have enough time on the court to do that. LeBron is always in good shape, but like I keep saying, hey, Father Time is losing the race, but Father Time is still undefeated. Father Time ain't lost yet. So we gotta keep that in mind too. What happens if LeBron goes into this season? Sciatica started acting up like it did last season. You know, that layoff, as far as the summer goes, isn't the best thing as well for him. It's crazy when you get older, you got to keep moving or you're gonna get stiff. So now it's like, will that happen? I don't know if that was a play against the Lakers last year. I don't know what was up with that, but if that sciatica acts up, or if he has some freak injury or freak strain, pull, whatever, ac- there goes your continuity. There goes your chemistry. But the thing is, without LeBron, they actually still had a squad. They still had a squad without LeBron. So my thing is, man, let me say they say it won't work. Then if it does, they'll cry super. Exactly. But see, this is the thing, man. They say it won't work. Then if it does, they'll cry super team. So there go our resident. Let me see. It's like when Lakers thought they'd win, and Karl Malone and Gary Payton are primed to White and Steve Nash. Yeah, but this is the thing. So we can get into that. Well, first of all, what's the expectations, man? What is success for this team? Is this team finals or bust? Uh like I don't know. Is this team finals or bust? My thing is because I would want to know what the success for this team would be. Eastern Conference Finals. Uh is it the Eastern Conference Finals? Is it the NBA Finals? Is it championship only? Like I said, is it finals or bust? In my opinion, it's finals or bust. But the thing is, people are already getting that excuse ready. I think they're already getting that excuse ready. And the thing is, man, when you put a team together like this, there has to be expectations. You can't go into this saying, oh, it's not a super team, it's not a stacked team, because on paper it is. We can't sit here and say it's not. So when you put a team like this together, first of all, they got Jalen Brown in a trade with Boston, trading away PG. And then you get LeBron James, who still has the IQ, one of the highest IQs all time. So I definitely give him that. So he'll be a player that's kind of in the background doing the things that he needs to do to get guys involved, hit open guys. Um, thing is with LeBron is he needs shooters with the way he plays. When you have a team like this where you got a lot of slashers, because Maxey a slasher, Jalen Brown's a slasher, one-on-one ISO player. You got Embiid who likes to keep his back to the basket. One of the only players in the league that keeps his back to the basket as far as centers go. And now you got VJ Edgecombe, who's a guy that comes in there as a slasher. He can. That's the thing too. Now these guys have to play different roles. How will they play these roles with LeBron? LeBron, traditionally, we've seen him needing shooters, spot up shooters. KCP is one of those guys that can come in and be a 3 and D guy. But I think he's more of a depth move for them, because he's not going to be getting starters minutes. He may be getting a decent amount of minutes, but I don't see him getting starters minutes. So that's the thing, man. We gotta look at this. Okay, appreciate you. Even when someone disagrees with your views, you stay engaged and don't just hit the block button like most of these sensitive hosts. You real, hey, I'm like this, man. We can hash it out. We can talk it out, man. That's how I am, man. I'm not unless you just get crazy with it. Unless somebody just get crazy with it, man. Because I'll go back and forth. I'll invite you on. Let's talk about it. Let's debate about it. But I'm not gonna block anyone, man. Unless, like I said, unless it's just you just crashing out. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe I can talk about it. I believe I can support any claim that I have and dispute a claim someone else has that I don't agree with. Now, like I said, a lot of times people will have certain points, and I'll just, you know, I'll tell them they're right, but here's my counter. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, let me see. Gary Payton. Yeah, this is my thing. This is my thing with this whole situation. If they don't win, so let's just talk about the LeBron fan. Thing is, man, it's so hard because if you're a LeBron fan, that's fine, but don't be this unrealistic, illogical, delusional LeBron fan. Be objective about the situation. You know what I'm saying? Be objective about the situation. So my thing is, if they win, it's like, yeah, hell yeah, they won. Great. It's that is great for this dude. But then if they lose, I'm like this, man. Don't sit up there and tell people, oh, he's 41 and like, dog. The team that is in place right now is a team that is good enough to win the championship. Bottom line, it's good enough to win the championship. And I've heard things like, oh, they haven't won championship in 43 years. They didn't have Jalen Brown last year. Jalen Brown's a new addition. They didn't have LeBron James last year. It's a new addition. They didn't have KCP last year. It's a new addition. Embiid, like I said, was out. So my thing is, because that's inevitable, man. I think Embiid's going to be out. So I believe like now they have to figure out or plan, assume that Embiid is going to be out and plan accordingly. How are we going to play without Embiid? Because that's going to be a regular for them. That's going to be a regular. They're going to have to play without Embiid. So if they get that down pat during the season or before the season, and they actually practice and finalize how they're going to play, then man, they got a real shot, man. They got a real shot. I actually think it's gonna be fun to watch. Just fun to see what happens. But my thing is, man, and a lot of people, it's just funny, man. I'll call it the bad LeBron fans. I'll call them that for lack of a better term, because they aren't all created equal. The LeBron fans sometimes, man, you got some that are logical, and those are the fans I want to debate with. Those are the fans that I love to engage with. But the ones that don't listen to reason, don't listen to logic, it's just like crazy to me, man. I got a guy that will just say, "Oh, it's all about y'all." Always say it's about 6-0 and with MJ. And this first time I'm even mentioning MJ's name, but I just had to use this as an example because, of course, that's the thing that's going on. Period. That's the debate. So people say that, and then let me see. Let me make sure I ain't missing anything. Make sure I ain't missing. Okay. Uh, oh, hold up. That's the thing about super teams. The ones that work have the right pieces. The ones that don't have the wrong pieces. Facts. Facts. I believe this team right here, man. Oh shoot, let me see. replace pin message with that. I think that's a good message. But the thing with these super teams or alleged super teams, they don't work because they don't have the right pieces or they don't have the guys that are a star in their roles because and we've heard that over the years, but I've been saying the roles have been lost over the years. The roles aren't the same. You know, you got guys like a LeBron who has made it famous to come in and I got to get these assists and I got to give Westbrook some of that too, but I got to get these rebounds, I got to get these assists. And like I said the other night, the only thing that you cannot manipulate is scoring the basketball. And we're gonna leave it at that. The other things, man, like I said, with Jokic, a lot of those assists, man, are phantom assists, and a lot of the assists today, period. So my thing is, man, the only thing that you cannot dispute is putting that ball in the basket. And that's what my boy MJ, who I hated back then, but I said my boy, but who I hated back then, that's what he did best. So I can see your Cavs beating us, no lie. Oh my God. Hey, they made a big splash today. Mario Hendoza or I can't pronounce his name, but Mario H. He was a number 5 pick a few years. Oh God, back in I want to say 9 years ago. I don't know. But matter of fact, I can't say I don't know no more. Let's look this up. Calf signing. Let's see. Let's see. So it's so crazy because this is the consolation prize for not getting LeBron. Mario Hezonja. That's his name. Mario Hezonja. He signed a 1-year minimum contract worth 2.8 million. He's 6'8", Croatian forward. But I believe it was 20, what was it? 20 played overseas. Yeah, he was in the league. Yeah, it was fifth overall pick in the 2015 NBA draft. So, dog, I don't know if this is a depth move. I don't know if the guy can shoot. We're gonna have to look and see, but I don't know. I don't know. I do not know about this guy. I see they're priming to try to pick up uh Jonathan Kaminga in a sign and trade. What's going on? Oh, that was you, gang. Oh God, Mario is on. Yeah, the LeBron stopper. Oh my God, Triple Michael Jordan, our best buddies. Oh my God, that was you, gang. Oh God, that's crazy. But let me see. CC Month, I didn't see you in dude's chat earlier today. Sensitive dude blocked me. I wasn't even out there glazing LeBron. It was too funny, not gonna lie. Oh my God. That's crazy. No, I ain't blocking people, man. If you get ridiculous, man, and like I said, if you take it too far off the subject, man, then yeah, I might just put you on timeout. I'll say that. I ain't gonna block you, but I'm gonna put you on timeout. But I'm like this, man. I'm here to convert people that that talk crazy. It has happened on live. I've had people come in here that talk crazy, and I just tell them like, look, man, you watching me, dog. What we talking about? And then they kind of just smarten up or they just leave. You know what I'm saying? So um I'm like this, man. Like I said, the Cavs, it's just so sickening, man, that James Harden is the reason for this though. I I was welcoming LeBron James to the squad because I feel like we actually need someone like him to, bring some IQ to this team because I think as a team, the IQ isn't there from the coach on down. James Harden is the dude I believe that stopped it. I was telling my man Evan, I was like, dude, I don't see what Harden's going to be doing when LeBron has the ball. I don't see what LeBron's going to be doing when Harden has the ball. It's crazy. So I'm like, I didn't see it fitting. I believe that the Cavs, it's just me talking, but I believe the Cavs was trying to put together a trade for Harden, especially that one that had him going to Miami, and Kyrie coming here. So I believe this, man. They say they wasn't trying to angle for, or he wasn't waiting for Kyrie or something like that. Where there's smoke, there's fire, man. It's multiple reports about it and it's out there. Somebody put that out there. Somebody definitely put that out there, man. There was that one game I think Hazonia was on the Knicks and he blocked LeBron's game winner, something like that. Crazy, but yeah, that's that. I think I remember that game, but I couldn't remember who it was or he got blocked. But I mean, we seen that numerous times. Uh, for somebody that I think Patrick Beverly blocked him one time, but it was like it was on the ball was on its way up and he got it on the way up. Patrick Beverly, and everybody said, "Oh, that was a block. He blocked his shot." And I'm like, "Come on, dog, it wasn't a block like that." So, um, man, who saw? No, I ain't gonna go there yet. We're gonna wait for that. We're gonna wait for that. Um, so this is my thing. If they lose this year, who's to blame, y'all? Who's to blame? Is it, is it the fact that it's the first year? No chemistry? Is it gonna be Embiid being hurt, not on the court enough? Or is it just like I said, that first year, it just not happening? Is it gonna be Nick Nurse? Is it gonna be the front office? I don't know. Y'all let me know who you think, or what you think is going to be. Oh God, glazing name under the sun. Was you glazing, no dog? um, yeah, but let's see. So okay, let's get down to the nitty gritty with this, y'all. Let's get down to the nitty gritty with this. So if they win, does anything change? Uh, like what changes legacy wise? What changes? If he loses, what changes legacy wise? Should this roster affect this whole GOAT debate? I'm gonna just be honest. I believe nothing that happens moves the needle for me. Um, because I think it would be hard pressed, even if they did win the finals this year. I think it'd be hard pressed for LeBron James to win a legitimate Finals MVP with this team. I think it'd be hard pressed. He'd be hard pressed to do that, man. Especially with the you know, with the roster that they have, with somebody like a Jalen Brown. I don't think Jalen Brown's taking a back seat to anyone, including LeBron. I don't see Maxey taking a back seat. I think this team, chemistry wise, was already going to be a little compromised even before LeBron came here. So is LeBron James going to be a glue guy? Is he going to be that guy that gets everyone involved? Gets everyone involved. If he is he going to be that guy that keeps everyone? Is he just going to go to that traditional point guard mode or point forward mode? Does that mean Maxi isn't going to? Because a lot of times Maxi likes to get that ball off the rebound or off the, someone else gets the rebound. He's out. He's taking that ball and it's fast break time, transition. He's one of the fastest players in the league. So does LeBron just unlock this dude right now? I believe this is the team that he doesn't actually have to lift all the weight or a lot of weight. I'm gonna say all the weight because I don't think he would have had to lift all the weight for any team, but he's gonna have to lift less weight with this squad, I believe, because I think he can just pick his spots, get these guys open, and whatever they run. I think this Nick Nurse is a good coach, so I'm like, I think he'll put them in positions, but I believe this team is good as their health, Embiid's health, not just overall health. I mean that too, but Embiid has to be healthy. Embiid definitely has to be healthy. So Jalen Brown will be MVP. That's what I believe. I believe Jalen Brown would be the MVP of this squad. Uh, just you know, because he's still young, still what 29 years old. Um, I believe he'd be the MVP of this squad. So that's the thing. Does anything change, man? Did anybody answer that? Hold up. Now I remember. Started calling me. Okay, they making more moves. Only signed KCP after Brown's contract. They think they trying to get Nick Richards as a backup for Embiid. I thought they had a guy. Hold up, where is it? I thought they had. Oh, let's see. I thought they actually had a another guy. Where is this dude at? My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. NBA roster. Didn't they pick up that another a center from the Knicks or something? What is his name? Somebody was just talking about it the other night. I don't see it on here. This might not be. Oh, they got LeBron in there. So, oh, Fit was it? No, that's I can't remember the dude's name, but something Ariel something. I don't know, but the dude that is going to be key for them as well is Anthony Simons, man. Anthony Simons was a crazy pickup for them. Crazy pickup for them because that's like scoring punch off the bench. Instant. He can score. That's a dude that can score, man. They got Big Bona. I think Brian can play center in the East. Other teams in the East got stacked center. This is the thing, though. Brian can't play center full time. I don't believe he can play center full time. Well, let me let me back up because the way these teams play, yeah, I don't. He may be able to play it. But I think if they're thinking, if the teams are actually strategizing, if they're actually doing what they're supposed to do, he can't play center because I'm going at him. I'm going at the 41-year-old. I'm forcing him to be that guy that has to, bang in there. I'm going to take everything I can to every body that I have in there. I'm going to use them in there, post them up a little bit. But that's the thing, post up. That whole game is freaking lost today. No one's posting up anymore. It's everyone facing the basket. Everyone's, triple threatening. Fundamental. My thing is if you got a LeBron James in there, a 41-year-old LeBron James in there trying to play in the post, I'm going at him. I'm going at him to see if he can hold up. Period. I'm seeing if he can hold up. Yeah, that's what it was the Knicks third string center. Uh exactly. He's definitely a microwave type player off the bench. Anthony Simons. Anthony Simons is a man. He's a dog, man. He's put up 30-point games before. He's definitely put up some numbers. So uh, I don't know though, man. That's the thing. We say LeBron needs to be a big body in the paint, defender and playmaker. I think LeBron James is going to be that weak side guy. He's going to be that guy because that's what I'm saying. They can hide him. They can actually hide LeBron. Um, they don't have to rely on him defensively. That's the beauty of I think this squad. They have the size. I mean, this is the perfect move for someone that's trying to chase a ring. Period. So that ring culture mess, leave that somewhere else because this is about a ring. And like you said, in his decision, in his tweet, in his whatever you call it now, his X, whatever, he's basically said that I believe I can make them a championship team. That's what he said. Dog, 2 years, $8 million. Whoever thought we would have seen a LeBron James at 2 years, $8 million, unless he was like a diminished player. Uh, oh my God, never would have thought that. But here we are, man, billionaire. I would have loved to see him on the Cavs, but once again I believe James Harden is the guy that, man, he's the guy that messed it up, man. Um, does this team even compare to any other super team? That's the thing too, man. Like we got to see it. We got to see it. I believe they're going to be very good, but we got to see it, man. We definitely got to see this team mesh. We got to see this team play together. We definitely got to see this team play some decent teams, see how teams are playing them to basically come up with a determination of what we think where we think this team's going to go. Because right now we don't know. We don't know how they're going to play together. Jaylen Brown is on a new team. LeBron James is on a new team. Maxey's got new players now. He's got to adjust to. So we gotta. Embiid's never in the lineup. So we got to see what they got here, man. Um, I just I don't know. I don't know. So now we got to talk. Like I said, we got to talk about this double standard, man. Because now ARW, you a LeBron fan, admittedly. So yeah, James Harden becoming a free agent, knew he would have been traded to Dallas for Kyrie. Then LeBron would have went home. But thing is, he's a free agent, and oh yeah, that's the thing too. Why couldn't they just? Oh my God, Why can't they just do that and do a sign and trade? But I guess they explored it. They said Dallas wasn't interested, which I thought that was a smokescreen. Um, but they said Dallas wasn't interested, and Kyrie is comfortable in Dallas, and I can see that. I can see that, man. But ultimately, man, I think that someone like Kyrie is a weapon, and I believe he could help a team win a championship. So, thing is, maybe he wasn't trying to come back to Cleveland. I don't know. I don't know. That could be a Cleveland thing. It's to me, it's Harden one, Cleveland one B, I guess. Because man, what's going on? What's going on? Y'all know I manifested LeBron to Philly. Yeah, I think he was saying that before last week on the live. He was saying Philly, but we didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know what was going to happen. But hey, it happened. It's here, and we here talking about it. So here comes the double standard, y'all. Here comes the double standard. Because people they use this all the time, man. Because they like y'all tell me, and this is us being objective here. Because I asked you, bloody oath made beer about it. Oh God. Yeah, so this is the thing. They use longevity. They use that. They use everything positive to debate him, right? Longevity. He's 40. All-time scorer, year 23, 24 about to be. Still elite. But if they lose, man, they're gonna say he 41. Um, they're gonna say, how can we expect someone that's 41 to win? No, we're expecting a team around him to be good enough to win. And him being the addition, him being the stabilizing force for that team. That's what we're expecting. So when they come up, or if they come up short, my thing is, all right, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. You know, people, you're gonna have the extremists come out here and say things like, "Oh, LeBron, it didn't win." It's so crazy. They got so many names for him, but they're gonna say that LeBron didn't. He can't win and stuff like that. And I think that's just crazy at this point. The dude showed he can win. Now he won 4 championships, so he can win. He can win. But the thing is, we can't like put this all on his legacy either. But y'all hear me saying that we can't put the negative things on his legacy now. So are we going to put the positive things on his legacy? That's what I'm saying. There's where the double standard lie. If he goes out, them guys have a good game, they lose. He has 10 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, or something like that. He's that facilitator, and they lose. Or you're gonna have the extremists come out there and say, "Oh my God, what is LeBron doing?" LeBron should be that type of player that comes out there. Yeah, he's gonna get his 25, 20. He's gonna get his. Um, he's still smart enough, athletic enough. The air is soft enough. I had to throw that in there for him to get his points and get his numbers. But the thing is, if they lose, are we going to use that? Are we going to use that against him? And then everything he does great, use that to boost him. That's what I'm saying, man. If we're going to use everything to boost him, if we're going to do everything to make the GOAT debate or GOAT status uh, go up, which I'm on record saying there's nothing that he could do to he can win 2 championships. And to me, it's because I know what I saw. Period. But we can't take the positive things and boost them, but then the negative things, oh no, wait, oh my God, what are we talking about? He's a 41-year-old. We're gonna expect him to do this. Hell yeah, we expecting him to do this with the team that he is on now. Period, point blank. That's what we're doing. So that's what it is, man. That is what it is. And like it or not, that's going to come with it. Like I said, the extremists, though, I mean, they can do whatever. But those of us that are objective, hey, we need to see it even kill on both sides. Like, if you're gonna give them the positive, you got to give them the negative. Like, we can't say, "Oh my God, this dude hit 30 points. He's 41. Oh my God, he's so great." But then when he gets 6 one night and he looks like he's tired and he's looking like he's old, which he did a lot last year. There was times where he looked like he was old last year. So if those days happen, those nights happen where he's on the court, now we're going to say, "Oh, he's old." Come on, man. We got to balance that out. We got to balance that out, dog. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. So, um, yeah, to me that whole, if you're still good enough to get credit, you're still good enough to get criticized. That's what I'm saying. So can you use he's 41 as an excuse after calling his legacy part of his greatness? You know what I'm saying? We can't use that as an excuse. And I think people are already trying to get this excuse together when I don't believe you need an excuse. I don't think he needs an excuse. So for people to get this excuse ready, saying that this is not a super team, that this is not a stacked team, shame on you. Shame on you getting this excuse ready because that's what it is. It's an excuse. There's gonna always be double standards with LeBron. He's the only player to be criticized this way in all history. Yeah, he bought some on himself, but he been held to a standard no one else has. I don't see. This is the thing. I believe the pundits, the Nick Wrights of this world, the Shannon Sharps of this world, put that standard up there, because whenever Nick Wright went viral, whenever he went viral, whatever back when, still the most viewed, uh, his most viewed video when he went viral, that started a whole, because he's been doing nothing but bashing MJ ever since then. So now MJ fans was chilling. We had our goat. We knew what was going on. We knew what it was. But soon as Nick Wright made that statement and put that video out, well, it was on that show first. Was it? I don't even remember what it was called then. I think it's First Things First. I don't even know if it's called that then. But when he put that out there, that started it all. So now MJ fans had to defend, or they felt like they had to defend their GOAT. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all these things to discredit him, and was just chilling. MJ fans wasn't saying nothing about no LeBron. They knew who the GOAT was. It was him when he made that statement, that proclamation, when he got out there. That's when the debate really started. When those guys went out there who are all employed by Clutch, who are all represented by Clutch. So come on, man. And that's fact. That's fact. They're all represented by Clutch. So the narrative was put out there, intended, like you said, it was more so him, or not more so him. You said that he brought some of it on himself, but he's been held to a standard no one else has. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't believe that happened until all that stuff happened. I don't believe that that standard was set until all of that happened. We were good with LeBron James being the best player of this era. Nobody was mentioning Jordan. Nobody was saying nothing about Jordan because we already knew he was cemented. He was a GOAT. LeBron James was influenced fully by him. And we saw this. He said it. So to say that he was held to a certain standard, yeah, along the way, because the pundits that propped him up above, or tried to prop him up above MJ, they set him up. They defined that standard. So, dog, I'm telling you, this is crazy. Plenty of full game footage uploaded nowadays from 80s and 90s channels dedicated to it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But what did he say? Joel, the process Embiid is not above being criticized, but he's loved also. No one is above criticism. Even Maxey has it both ways. Yeah. Nobody is. And this, man, that's the thing too. It's Philly. So if they do something crazy and they underachieving, the fans gonna let them have it. The fans are definitely gonna let them have it. They go in there and lose some games they have no business losing. The fans are gonna let them have it. So that's the thing too, man. They're gonna be held to a standard. So this is what happens when you are great, and when you are stating that you are the chosen one, you are the king, he said he was the GOAT after 2016. He felt like he was the GOAT after 2016. You're going to get held to a standard. So you got to be ready for that. Now, like I said, these guys before that was saying that before, anything. Nick Wright was saying that before 2016, I believe. that he was the GOAT. So it was like, dog, let them be the GOATs of their eras. And I hate the fact that we gotta uh prop someone else up, we have to bring someone else down. I don't like that. And but it's necessary when you're debating. You gotta come up with your points. You gotta have your counterpoints. You gotta come up with it. So that's the thing, man. We gotta you say the funny part is I don't know how many times we allow Embiid to be healthy. Embiid is like a rusty broken T800 competing with a bunch of T1 T1000. Yeah, he's been done. Yeah, he's cooked. Cooked. He is cooked. Joel Embiid is cooked, in my opinion. But like I say, that you need him to be healthy enough to be ready for the postseason. And even then, I don't believe he'll play consistent enough. So whatever game plan, whatever they go into the season, postseason with, they have to be ready for the fact that Joel Embiid won't be there. They have to be ready for that inevitability. That's that is going to be there. So they just got to get prepared for it. Like my man said, Maxey's been criticized, and they got to get ready for the criticism because any slow starts by this team is going to be criticized. Period. You just picked up a Finals MVP, dog. You got an MVP in Embiid, but if he's like I said, if he's not healthy, then you know you can kind of lower that. But thing is, if he's healthy, man, if Joel Embiid's healthy, I don't believe there's nothing that's going to stop him, and therefore there's no excuses to me. To me, and it ain't got nothing to do with just LeBron. It's got something to do with the Philadelphia 76ers. There's no excuses for them as a team because you have enough. You definitely have enough. Like the only thing you may be missing is a spot up shooter, but right now you have enough. Enough shooting, enough driving, enough defense. I believe you have enough of that to win in this NBA. Bottom line. So, yeah, man. Let's see. He dropped even Cook. He dropped 34-7 in Boston and dominated. Yeah, yeah. Even Cook, because the dude is he's definitely still that guy. I guess this is the thing. He can't be stopped down there, especially if he's committed to staying down low, staying inside, and not shooting threes and stuff like that. The dude is dominant. He can be dominant just based off his size. LeBron was the most hyped up high school player of all time. At 16, he was labeled the chosen one. Yeah. And he exceeded those expectations. He exceeded everything that was expected of him. He exceeded everything. So with that, and that's what I'm saying, I can be an MJ fan and say that. I'm not one of these delusional fans that's just going to, 6-0, 6-0, 6-0, 6-0. No, man, there's more to it than that. It's more to it than that. But the thing is, the only thing that gets crazy is a lot of people use that logic and say, what happened to the other 9 years? Not thinking and knowing that someone else can counter, oh, what about the other 19 years? You know what I'm saying? So people can say that and they get themselves in, and then they start sounding illogical, start sounding delusional. So that's what I'm saying, man. Just, hey, I love the debates. So keep them going, but let's be reasonable when we debating this whole topic. Let's be reasonable and come away with, hey, you got me, you got me. And that's the thing. No, hey, that's unrealistic. Nobody, that's the thing too. Everybody doing all this arguing. No one is going to walk away from this debate saying, you know what? You got a point there. You got a point there. Like, I have yet to see someone say that. Like, dog, you know what? You got a point. So that's the thing, man. Um, and I will say this too. Everyone, because this is everyone's go-to. The and we ain't gonna get into this again because we talked about it the other night, but uh they want to say that the eras were watered down or the so much better talent in this era. So it's just like, man, now we're crafting another excuse because my man MJ played with what was put in front of him, and we will never find out how watered down the era was. We'll never find out how great this era was compared to that era because they'll never be able to play against each other. Period. They won't be able to play against each other. So there's no way to find out. So now we just got to let it go, man. They're the greatest players of their generation. Simple and plain. We can talk, when we can talk certain topics, certain uh things like this. Oh, let me Let me share this joint with y'all. Hold up. Let me see. Let me see. Let me share this joint with y'all. Not that. I don't know if y'all can hear that because I'm not sharing anything, but let's see. Let's see. Let me go to the channel real quick. And I'm gonna share this joint with y'all. See what y'all think about this. Oh no, playlist. Oh God, I hate the fact that my playlist. I hate the fact that it's like it's all the way down on my doggone list. Hold on. Oh no, let me go to my history. That's what I go to. History. All right, go to my channel. Go to my channel. Where's my history? Yeah, because I found this. Who saw that Tony Allen clip? Who saw that Tony Allen clip? He was on something. He was on some podcast, and they asked him about, let me just find this joint on here. He was on a live talking about, or not a live, but he was on a podcast talking about LeBron wasn't a defender like that. Crazy. It was pretty crazy, and I'm sure I actually got a little reaction video ready for it. So let me go on and go to that real quick. I couldn't find it the traditional way, so all right. Pause that. I'm gonna share the screen once I find it. Bear with me, y'all. Go at it in the comments. You know how y'all do. You know how y'all do. Let's see. I'm trying to find this joint. Come on now. I gotta scroll down. I got a lot of videos saved for reaction videos. Let's see. Damn, this one even too far. Sheesh. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. So I'm about to share this joint real quick. Bear with me. Bear with me. I'm about to share this joint real quick. All right. Share this joint with you. Here we go.
Yo, Bron, stop it, bro. You ain't never had to check nobody, bro. Everybody had to check Bron. His biggest defensive plays are the chase down blocks. You get what I'm saying? That's his biggest thing, the chase down block. But he was saying something like he could have got Mark Gasol award.
He said that is his award. That's his award. He said Mark Gasol got my decoy.
Cool. So let me pull a sheet up on something. Man, I didn't think not one time LeBron deserved that. If Mark didn't get it, I should have got it.
We with you.
Yeah,
we with you.
That's how I feel.
I ride with you on that.
And to see that he's saying for his legacy, he should have got that award. I'm saying to myself, bro, every game you came in, you was the 100. You was the guy.
You was a traffic cone.
And all you did was a couple chase down blocks a game. Name somebody that he had to lock up and get the win. Yo, Bron.
Crazy, y'all. Crazy. Hey, who saw that, first of all? And what y'all think about that? You said don't think any player has locked up players every single game. No, heck no. But look who we talking to. Tony Allen, one of the best defenders, is widely regarded as one of the best defenders, perimeter defenders that the game has seen. Always getting those compliments from other players when they ask who the toughest guy to guard. And yeah, that's the thing. No defense, like you said, is going to lock up anybody, but they're going to make it hard for that top scorer on that other team. And that's what Tony Allen did. What he's saying is, was LeBron ever asked to do that? He wasn't, and he never really did that. He went up against, when he went up against Chicago back in 2000, I want to say 2011, he actually took on Derrick Rose, or no, it wasn't 2011, I'm sorry. That was later on when he's with the Cavs, 2015. He actually took on that assignment to guard Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose still got his, but he made it hard for him. But LeBron isn't known to be this lockdown defender ever. I mean, what was he, 6-time all defensive? So the majority, and what I think the point that Tony Allen was making is LeBron James was the hunted. He was that guy that had to people had the game plan for. He wasn't a focal point as far as the defensive strategy was for his teams. He wasn't guarding the best players. He would guard them in spots, but like he said, and this is coming from one of the best defenders. We can all agree that he's one of the best defenders all time. So we can't discredit what he's saying because he was there. He was playing against him. He was, he's played in the league for years. And I think that kind of rubbed him the wrong way just because he knows what it is. And the players know, y'all. The players know. I mean, the players know. Like, the fans can say what they want to say, and we can see what we want to see, but the players know. Now, every player don't give their opinion or give a good opinion or give a good assessment of the game because some of them guys just crazy. Rashad McCants in particular, but I think he does that on purpose. But a lot of these players, man, when they're doing their rankings, this is the reason why, and we're not ranking these guys right now. I mean, but a lot of the players, and it seems to be the consensus, we can find that everywhere, that most of these players are saying that the top 3 players are MJ, Kobe, LeBron, and that's for a reason. That is for a reason. Because and I think, and that's what I'm saying, it doesn't make them, in my opinion, like that. This is just the consensus. So amongst the players, like I was saying before, the fact that you had to account for this guy stepping on your throat, going at you constantly, never giving you a break. I think that's what they look at. That's what they look at. We can say what we say and see what we see on the outside, but LeBron was going to give you a night off. Like, he was going to give a defender a night off because now, and not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying this is what the players are thinking, and the players' perspective. They're like, you know what? This dude was passing the rock. When I turned up the defensive intensity on him, he passed the rock to the open guy, which a lot of people say, hey, he made the right basketball play. But a lot of the players are going to say, wait a minute, I'm coming at you. You need to come at me. So I think that's a lot of their mentality. And when they saw Kobe, when they think about Kobe, Kobe went at him. Kobe went at them. And like I said, the most undisputed way, most undisputed stat is scoring. It's the most under manipulated stat is scoring. No one's going to manipulate scoring. So that's what they look at, man. That's what they look at with Kobe Bryant. That's what they look at with Michael Jordan. All right, I know I'm missing some doggone. Let me say, look, the same footage, same box scores. Jordan was getting to the line as much as SGA, but because it's the social media era, SGA is getting bashed. No, I don't think that. I don't think he got to the line, but he's not getting. Come on, man. He ain't getting to the line the same way SGA getting to the line. let's debunk that. Yeah, he was getting to the line a lot, but why? It was aggression. It wasn't flopping. It wasn't, oh, I'm going to shoot a jump shot and just fall on this phantom foot. It's never that. It was never that. Now, out on the perimeter, when those guys were playing super aggressive sometimes, yeah, I've seen some whistles that was called for Mike. But when it comes to being aggressive and getting 2 points, at the foul line, at the stripe, it was him being super aggressive, driving the basket. It wasn't, and it was guys hitting him. So, I can't rock with that one. I can't rock with that one because I watched it. LeBron locked up MVP Derrick Rose through the playoffs. He didn't lock him up. Let's look at them numbers. What was that? 2015 versus the Cavs. You said he locked him up. Let's go. Let's look at it. 2015. Now, because I remember that was 2015 because Kyrie was hurt that year, 2015. Let's see. 6 games against the Cavs, 21.7, 6.5 assists, 5.5 rebounds. I wouldn't say that's locked up. Game 1, Let's see. Scored 25 points to lead the Chicago Bulls with 99-92. Hit an iconic game winner in Game 3. I remember that. That game winner was crazy. I was like, oh no. Uh, I was like, oh no, when that happened. Let's see his splits. He is. Oh, am I still sharing this joint? Yeah, I am. Let me see. Oh no, I ain't sharing it no more. Oh, y'all might see it now. But let's see. Let me share this. I'm on there, so if it's sharing, it's sharing. Let's see what he shot from the field. Field goal percentage, a 3-point percentage. He only shot 31%, but he wasn't a 3-point shooter. He shot. Oh, he did shoot 39% from the field. So I mean, if we want to say that, I mean, but he averaged 22 points. Like I said, 22 points, 7 assists, uh, 5 rebounds. So yeah, 21 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds in 6 games versus the Cavs. I wouldn't say that's locked up. I mean, he made him work. Like I said, you make a guy work. So I wouldn't say that's locked up. LeBron wouldn't have a chip without Kyrie Irving. No, facts. That's the thing, man. And that's the thing too. When people get delusional and say no Pip, no chip. It's so crazy, man. People say that, but now you just open yourself up because when did LeBron James win by himself? Win, not appear, but win without another all-star. And that's the thing. That's why it's like, why come up with that argument? Because it's not it's not a good argument. Because now you talking about, and now we added on 3 more great players to the roster of teams that he's been on. So it's like, dog. But that's why I say it's not even necessary to bring that up about MJ because it's the same thing with LeBron. Yeah, MJ had Pippen. He had a steady one all-star who wasn't a scorer of the ball. Brian played with guys who can actually score the ball. He played with a guy that averaged 29 points in the finals, averaged 27 points in the finals, had 40 points in a game, same game that he had 40 points. When has Jordan ever had that? Jordan has never had that. Now, Pippen might have put up some numbers, spot areas, but you never had a time where you can count on Pippen to hit shots, make timely shots. Yeah, he was there to make timely passes, make timely stops on defense, get timely rebounds, but never were you ever counting on him to score, ever. I'm eagerly waiting for Mike Gansey to find a genuine backup center. Portland Bonard are limited and young. Yeah, they're young. Um, oh, guys, say, Yaro, you're one of those dudes. LeBron wouldn't have a chip without Kyrie Irving hitting that big shot in Game 7. Kyrie saved the Cavs. Oh, God. Oh, man, that's crazy. I mean, hey, we can make that. We can say that. And I'm a Kyrie Irving fan. That's like my favorite player. So I'm going to be biased when we talking about Kyrie. I just feel like this. Without Kyrie, there's no chip in 2016. Period, point blank. Without Wade and a Bosch, there's no championship in 2012. There's no championship in 2013. Without an AD, there's no championship in 2020. So it's like, that's what I'm saying. So the argument is silly because everyone needs someone. That's why it's like these crazy arguments, man, is crazy to me. It's crazy to me. But let's see what y'all saying. We have footage of Jordan flopping. Of course, it's not bad as it is today. Yeah, we got a tape of Jordan. What was he? How was he? It wasn't the same, dog. You know it wasn't the same. I can't even explain that one because I seen the one you talking about. It wasn't the same. He was selling a foul. Selling a foul back then and selling a foul now is totally different, and you know that. You know it's totally different. Selling a foul now is just acting like you just had a heart attack. I've seen Jordan go to the hole where it was like a, key situation. It's like, oh, I'm gonna embellish a little bit, but he still got hit. These guys today don't even get hit, and they fall into the ground, peeking to see if what my man peeking for, man. Do they see me? Do they see me? Did that look as bad as I thought it looked? Dog. What was your boy doing? What was your boy doing? Exactly. I'm on my man though. Lofton 21. Hey, Hope he's still in here. Who cares about the GOAT? Just enjoy the game. Just enjoy the game, man. NBA is fantastic. Like, let's just enjoy the game, y'all, and talk about what we, But this is the thing, though. We can't. Thing is, though, we can't get battered and oh my God, you don't know ball. Somebody say MJ is the GOAT, and then they say you don't know ball. Somebody say LeBron's the GOAT and say you don't know ball. It's like, come on, dog. Y'all just go to the extreme with that. Don't go to the extreme. Just, all right, why you think that? Let's have a sensible debate about it. That's what I'm about, man. Let's have a debate about it. Let's come up with counterpoints. Let's come up with points, and then just let's go from there. Let's not come up with these ridiculous claims and these excuses and just to prop your guy up because MJ didn't need excuses. My man was 6-0 and he lost the other years. Simple and plain. But when he got there, regardless of who people say he played against, he got the job done. Period. Point blank. That's it. So that's how I end it. That's how I end the argument. When people start to throw these hypotheticals in and try to say who they played against and throw players in these errors with the same mentality, which is impossible to even do or even try to forecast, you can't do it. You just can't do it, man. So let's stop doing it. Bron is absolutely great, but he ain't Mike. A lot of people was in the Jordan era seen both Mike. Yeah, Mike is him. Mike is him, dog. We got score tables coming out saying they'd give Jordan stats that weren't his. Only thing that they wouldn't give him was steals, dog. It was that they was giving him was steals. That's it. That was it. It was steals. It was never points. And that's the thing. So you said manufacturer league. All right, so we got to talk about it because you're saying these stats were manufactured, steals were manufactured. That was it. But the guy that made that tape, there was also someone else that made the tape to kind of refute it and said, hey, well, if you take out all those steals in those games, he still did enough to win Defensive Player of the Year. There's nowhere on any, I don't know, any post saying that or any facts that's saying that his scoring was manipulated. That man put the ball in the basket. So you kind of did a little blanket statement there by saying score tables coming out, saying that it was a 1 year that it was really coming out. And the crazy thing is, if you go to any home team scoring table, because they're humans, there are humans that are keeping those stats. There are humans, not it's not being kept by any computers, any stat machines. These are humans that's keeping track of this stuff. So you got to throw human error in there. But this is the thing. You also got to throw in home court advantage. John Stockton got all these assists. They say that a lot of those were manufactured. That's why he'll never be caught in assists because a lot of those were manufactured. A lot of those games at home were manufactured in Utah. That's also been put out there. So that's happening everywhere. You go to the freaking, and I know this is the NBA, but when you go to the league, these leagues that happen every, I'm talking about just a regular league that regular guys playing, stats are wrong, stats are manipulated. Who knows? I mean, it's just like, dog, we can't say that's fact when it's been looked at over, I guess, the time of the NBA. It's been around forever. Manufactured stats have been there forever. But one thing we're not manufacturing, and we're not manufactured, was the points. Rebounds can even be manufactured. So who's to say in Cleveland, assists and rebounds weren't manufactured for Jordan? I mean, not for Jordan, for LeBron. Who's to say that? No one's in Cleveland is going to open a book on that and say, oh, look, wait a minute. Ain't nobody gonna do that in Cleveland because they love LeBron. They love LeBron here. So it's not gonna happen, man. So that manufacturer stats, man, that's futile attempts by LeBron illogical fans to try to discredit Jordan. You can't. You can't because there's too many tapes out there, dog. There's too many tapes out there. It's too many, dog. Most of the dudes that think Jordan the GOAT just hate on LeBron so bad. It's funny to see. Yeah, that's the thing. I could go through a whole live without even saying anything about LeBron. I could go through a live without even saying nothing about LeBron if I'm talking about MJ and his accomplishments. I don't have to go and put LeBron down. I don't have to. All I could do is tell you the averages in the playoffs, the averages for the season, the scoring titles, the every time he got to a big stage, he did his thing. I mean, it happened. That's what it is. That's what it is. Now, if we want to start throwing things in there, we can also say my man ain't never scored single digits on the biggest stage of his sport. I mean, that right there is just like, come on, dog. Like, that's the one glaring thing that has to take away from old boy's status. It has to. I don't care what the heck somebody was trying to prove. I don't care, man. That there's no way that the greatest of all time is going to score 8 points in a finals game. There, I said it. I said it. I didn't want to say it, but I said it. But it's fact. It's fact. Um, I would be the oh, listen, I would be the all-time score leader too if I played 30 years. Now, see, this the thing too, man. This is what they'll say too, because here come the refutes. Here comes the counter arguments for Jordan winning those 10 scoring titles. It's almost kind of like what you said, but they said if I took the most shots in the league, I would be the leading scorer too. So why didn't other players take those shots? If you listen over the years, you can watch any of these NBA players talk about it. It is not easy to put up 20 plus shots a game. It's not an easy thing to do and still play defense. It's not an easy thing to do. No one's putting up 20 points, 20 shots a game because it's physically hard to do. So that just tells you how good of in shape he was, how good his conditioning was, how good his strength training was. Because now you got to bang with those guys in the paint because we know he posted up. We know he had the most immaculate footwork of all time. We know that the guy was, driving to the basket, absorbing contact, which remember that back in the day it was about contact. Basketball ain't about back in the day. Basketball was created to be a contact sport. It wasn't created to just have dudes. This was the same ballet. It wasn't just so dudes couldn't get touched. It was you absorb contact, you create contact, and if it's hard enough, a foul should be called because now, no, you shouldn't be able to just knock someone out the air and nothing be called. You have to be penalized for that. But at the same time, guys were allowed to play physical. Guys were allowed to test the psyche of that offensive player. So nowadays you don't get that. You don't get that. So let me see. It's just not about taking the shots. You could take 40 shots, and if you make 15, the coach is going to bench you every time. You're not a good player for the shots, and you only make 15. Facts. And we know the thing is too. That's where they get themselves in trouble too, because they talk about he takes so many shots, but he's shooting at a high percentage. For a shooting guard, 49.7 is a high percentage for a shooting guard. When roles were defined, in the time where roles were defined, shooting guards shoot the ball. Period. They shoot the ball. So that's what it is, man. Exactly. My man Michael says it again. They're both great at the end of the day. Period. So why Kobe ain't got the most points all time? He played 20 years. Kobe had injuries. What are you talking about? He had injuries. Kobe had surgeries. He missed time. He had a whole Achilles injury. He blew out a whole Achilles, dog. What are you talking about? He missed full seasons. So, nah. And I don't know if you're talking to me, but accomplished 6 rings with Pippen right there with him. I think Pippen got more in every stat except scoring. You think, but dog, MJ averaged like what is he averaged like? Didn't he? Let me see. I ain't about to tell y'all no lies. 91 finals. Oh shoot. 91 finals. I thought I put that down. In 91 finals, Jordan averaged 31.2 points, 11.4 assists, and 6.6 rebounds over 5 games, leading the Chicago Bulls to a 4-1 victory against the Los Angeles Lakers. I guarantee you Pippen didn't average more than 11.4 assists a game. Guarantee you. Do everybody know that? Does everyone know that LeBron James, y'all messed me up here. It's late, y'all. But does everyone know that? Let me see. I still got this. Oh, hold up. Let me share something else. Share a different screen. MJ averages in the 91 finals. There it is. 91. 31, 14, 11. I'm sorry, y'all. And 7. 31, 11, and 7. Let's do this. 92 finals. 36, 7, 5 over 6 games. You don't even want me to look up 93. You don't even want me to look up 93 finals. And he was playing against great teams. Oh, my God. 41 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists per game. Dog. Do I need to keep going? And this is then. This is in the 90s. This is in the 90s. So the errors matter as far as that. The scoring outputs wasn't what it is today. And this man was doing that back then. Come on, man. Dude was great. He's the greatest. I'm sorry. Dude is the greatest. He is the greatest. The greatest of all time. I hope nobody watching me on the hopefully everybody came over to the landscape joint and not the vertical, because you won't be able to see this. But if you go over to my page and you go to the live, you will actually be able to see the stats and see when I share the screen. That's the only bad thing about this thing, is you can't share the screen. Who's the comp back then? Let's see free throw averages. You said who's the comp? But that's what I'm saying. The comp was what the comp was. It was finals competition. It was the guys that beat the Western Conference teams. It was what it was. That was the comp. The comp was what it was. 91 was against the Lakers, against Magic Johnson, who was he was in the top 3 in MVP voting. Still, what everyone tells you that in 91, Magic was washed, but he was the MVP in a tough West, leading that team to like 9 wins or something like that in the West. Come on, man. No basketball. Oh God, keep it respectful, bro, and don't be a clown. So y'all saying, I ain't reading everything because it's a lot of comments, it's a lot of chat, but who that? What up? Evan in the building. E. Carter in the building. E. Carter in the building. Maybe still in there. I might have missed that a while ago. But what Nurse needs to do is integrate our bench depth thought. Yeah, man. People need to remember KD asked out of 4-year contract from Brooklyn. I feel like every other season, KD switched team. I'm sorry to say. Yeah, man. He probably gonna ask out of Houston, unless they bring somebody like a Kyrie there. Yeah, KD is like, man, his whole thing right now is just like play, score, do what you got to do, because I think that ship has sailed. unless Philly want to sign him too to a minimum. Oh, that would be crazy. But yeah, they would have to trade and make the monies work. But yeah, man. So what is my man said something about yeah, man, let's just, we keeping it respectful, man. But let me say, I'm sorry to say if LeBron was switching team like every 2 seasons, I guarantee could be compete for way more championships, but you have a way of staying this whole contract. Oh. Yeah, so let me see. Curry over Bron. There's a lot of people saying that. There's a lot of people saying that because they're looking at those 4 rings that he won. But then they want to say that Durant came there, which, hey, it's the truth. Durant did go there. But then they want to say that Durant's trash. So I don't know, man. It's so many different sorry to do this. Can you scroll up a little bit and read what said about Pippen regarding 97, 98? What you said about Pippen? Let me see. What you say about Pippen? I love how people knock MJ because he had one All-Star in Pippen. Pippen wasn't peak Pippen from day one. Tell us what Pippen did in 97, 98 Last Dance Championship season. Ooh. We can look that up. So Pippen stats in 97, 98 season. All right. He averaged 19, 6, and 5. He played 44 games. Contributing significantly to their 6th championship victory. But let's see. You mean it's playoffs? What are you doing in the playoffs? 97 playoffs, 97, 98 playoffs. Let's see what he did in the playoffs because I don't know if you were talking about the playoffs. 17, 7, and 5 over 21 games. Okay. Yeah, he did his thing. Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're talking about? Because he's talking about free throw averages. Well, let me see. I don't want to do that. Free throw averages. Let's see. Free throw averages. What is it? What year was that? What year was he talking about for free throw averages? 91 MJ free throw averages? Is that what he's talking about? In the finals? I don't know. Like, let's see. See, it didn't come out with the free throw averages in the finals. Let's see. So his final stats. Let's see his stats in the finals. Free throws. He shot 85%. I'm trying to see what he was talking about. Free throws, 85%. I don't know. Was you talking about how many free throws he had in those series? But I'm saying that why does that matter? Why does that matter how many free throws he had? I'm calling out the hater saying MJ was carried by Pippen. MJ carried that team. Yeah, man. He definitely carried the scoring load. He definitely LeBron never joined super teams. The reason why they were called super teams because he was on them. What? What? He joined one. Like, all right, let's be honest. Let's be realistic and objective. Miami Heat, he joined Miami Heat, they were a super team. They put together a super team. I mean, I don't know if you're getting technical. Now, the Lakers wasn't a super team. I'll tell you, I give you that. They weren't a super team. So what are we defining super teams? Because now we gotta start, getting into the semantics of everything. Super team is two all-star players, at least two all-star players on the roster. That's how I would consider a super team in my eyes because we talking about so in my opinion he's actually joined now. I don't know if you're getting technical. Now he's actually joined 3 super teams. He joined a super team with Miami, Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh was a dog before he got with LeBron, and his game had to take a hit because he was playing with LeBron. His game didn't get elevated. Chris Bosh's game, based on what people say about LeBron elevating people's games, he did not elevate Chris Bosh's name because Chris Bosh was actually getting blamed for things back then. He was getting blamed for things. He wasn't getting the same looks, wasn't able to get in his the way he wants to play. He had to conform to the way LeBron plays. And a guy like Chris Bosh was almost relegated to a spot up shooter. And we know from the Toronto years, Chris Bosh was not a spot up shooter, point blank. Wade, we already know, already a finals MVP. So now this dude has joined 2 finals MVPs, in which it's just the facts. I'm not saying anything bad about it. It's just the facts. He went to Cleveland and he went and joined a super team. A team, it was a super team was put together. Period. You had Kyrie Irving, who was averaging 23 points a game. You had a Kevin Love who was averaging a double-double. He was leading the league in rebounds. His stats dropped once he came to that team, of course, because now his role has been relegated to a spot-up shooter and an occasional post-up player. So if you got Kevin Love being a 3-point spot up shooter now his rebounds are going to drop. Now his touches in the paint are going to drop. His offensive rebounds are going to drop. His opportunities dropped. So, dog, Bron is just a solid basketball player, and that's it. No, he's great. He's a great basketball player, man. LeBron James is great. He's a great basketball player. So where you got him? Where you got him ranked? Brown left the Cavs because the front office was run by people that didn't know what they were doing. So that's another narrative, dog. That's another narrative that we got to stop listening to. That's another narrative that we got to stop listening to, man. Do you understand? And I'm in Cleveland. Do you understand that every single year when LeBron James was competing, there was always rumors about another player joining him? No one wanted to play with LeBron James. Let me say that again. No one wanted to play with LeBron James. The only guys that wanted to play with LeBron James were guys later on when they saw, all right, they saw what he did with Miami and was able to play with Wade and Bosh. They figure, okay, I can sacrifice my game a little bit to play with this guy and have a chance to win a championship, because I know people are going to come, those guys that are probably up in age, those veterans, shooters, guys that are going to play. So that's the thing too. You have to have shooters around for LeBron James led team when he was in his prime. You got to have that. And guys like Kyrie was like an anomaly. He was like a Dwayne Wade, but smaller Dwayne Wade, but with a shot. So that was what that team was. But when we talk about LeBron James, let me see. Facts. Chris Bosh and Kevin Love was shells themselves. Exactly. He was a shell. They was shells of themselves, and those guys' games weren't elevated. But back to the main point. Ray Allen was always rumored to come here. Amari Stoudemire did not want to come here. Ray Allen didn't want to come here. I think Michael Redd was even in the running at one point to come here. No one wanted to play with this guy. Young guy, monopolized the ball, control the offense. Everybody isn't equipped to play that way. So now if a Ray Allen come here, so now I'm going to be relegated to a spot up shooter. Ray Allen was that later on, but when Ray Allen was Seattle, Ray Allen was with Milwaukee. Ray Allen wasn't a spot up shooter. Ray Allen was a dog. He was a multi-dimensional player. He was a guy that would drive on you. He was a guy that would shoot the mid range. He was a guy that would shoot threes. He was a guy that was doing it all. Look it up. Amari Stoudemire, pick and roll guy. That may have worked with LeBron James, but he didn't want to come and play with LeBron James. I'm sorry to tell you. That was what it was. I'm in Cleveland. I heard that. You're hearing from the guys that are pro LeBron guys that are making these assumptions and these just these crazy narratives. That's what it is. It's narratives. Let me see. Bulls wasn't not a super team. Somebody please take this dude back to basketball schools. The Bulls were built to be good team. Yeah, they were built to fill roles in that system. They wanted to put people in those roles for that system. Good rebounder, good defender at the 4, good defender, good pick setter at the 5. You had Scottie Pippen at the 3, who was the facilitator and who was also the guy that would, go in there and do the dirty work a lot of times. You had the point guard. Point guards with the Bulls were never traditional point guards. They never had a traditional point guard. Their point guards had to be guys that could shoot the ball. That was their best attribute. BJ Armstrong, Steve Kerr, uh, what's the other one? John Paxson. The only one that kind of deviated from that was Ron Harper. When Ron Harper came in there, he was another defender at the point of attack on defense. He was one of the heads of the snake on defense. Ron Harper was actually had to get relegated to that because he had knee injuries and wasn't the player that he was with the Cavs. When he had those knee injuries, he was relegated to a defender, a kind of just Swiss Army knife. Uh, that's what that team was, man. And they ran that offense, that triangle offense. And, of course, everything was off of Phil and everything was off of, hey, MJ. Everything was off MJ. You utilize that primary supreme score a la MJ and Kobe, and everything was built around them. Everything was built around them. So there it is, man. I'm telling you, that's there's no haters. And that's the thing, man. You gotta stop that too, AR. You gotta stop that too because it's not a super team. Yeah, it was a team that was created, that was built by Jerry Krause. It wasn't like, oh, they were just bringing all the best players in the league on this team. They brought in players that were key players on teams in after 90 was after the 93 season. So 95 season, not 95, 96 season, 97, 98. Those Dennis Rodman was brought in. Steve Kerr was brought in the same ilk of Horace Grant, John Paxson. So they had the formula. And it's not traditional basketball. When you're thinking about the Bulls, you can't think in the same sense of today's game because they didn't play like they play today. It wasn't this free flowing thing where you just have a guy just, dribbling up the court, making a jump pass to the corner for a 3. It wasn't that. Everything was predicated off how the defense played those guys in that triangle. So come on, man. We got to start talking basketball now. We can't talk about narratives. um, they had some of the best shooters of all time, their best perimeter defender, the greatest rebounder, the greatest sidekick. It shouldn't be a negative to be a super team, but you're calling it because this is the thing. Super teams are different from now to then. A super team is created. A super team right now is a team that where free agents are coming to join these teams. Who joined the team? And who joined the team? Steve Kerr is you consider him part of a super team? He was a spot up shooter, nothing more, nothing less. Steve Kerr wasn't getting guys in position. Steve Kerr was a spot up shooter. That was it. Steve Kerr was a spot up shooter, and he did it well. He did it well. He wasn't an all star player by no means. So, nah, man. Um, they were built to be they were built to run that system to a T. They weren't a super team, dog. They were not a super team. The only reason we're saying they're a super team, the only reason you're saying they're a super team is because they went 6-0 in the finals when they got there. That's the only reason that you're saying that they're a super team. Then they added Tony Kukoc, who nobody knew how good Kukoc would be playing off of those guys. I forgot about Tony Kukoc. Tony Kukoc, I couldn't stand him because he actually hit 30 in that Game 7 game against Indiana. I couldn't stand him. Couldn't stand the Bulls. I was rooting for Indiana. I was rooting for Phoenix. So I'm super objective on this point, y'all, because I was rooting against that dude. Um, yeah, definitely a great role player, Tony Kukoc. Oh, wait a minute. You say that after me, or did I say I didn't even see that, dog? After the Bulls lost to Orlando, they went and got a top 75 player, and Dennis Rodman to help them to win. Top 75 wasn't even a thing back then, dog. Top 75 wasn't even a thing back then. It was only the top 50 players. They signed a player that was beating them. Okay. They signed a player that was beating them, that wouldn't put the ball in the basket, that would just play defense, and that would get rebounds. They built the team to win. He was Horace Grant 2.0. How was he part of a super team? Like, they didn't all get into, they weren't all at the Olympics and saying, hey, let's get together. Let's get together and play together. Oh, so we can beat Kobe, because that's what they was doing anyway. They was trying to beat Kobe. Kobe had won them back-to-backs, and they was trying to beat Kobe, not back-to-back, because they didn't win back-to-back. They just won those 2 titles. Or did they win back-to-back? So they lost to, who they lose? So they beat, they lost in 08. They lost in 08. So yeah, they went up back-to-back. But Rodman was a role player. Yeah, he was definitely exactly, man. That's a role player. Rodman is a great defender, great rebounder, but he wasn't putting the ball in the basket. Every guy that's been on LeBron's team was a guy that was putting the ball in the basket, that was contributing to the scoring. Dennis Rodman was a great player, so we're not gonna minimize Dennis Rodman. He was great. He was a diabolical rebounder, diabolical defender. He would get in your head. Basically, he was like what was that? Draymond Green is like a very poor man's Dennis Rodman. He don't even stack up with a Dennis Rodman, other than the fact that he can help set up the offense, and he has a high IQ. He can pass the ball. But Dennis Rodman, man, come on, dog. Come on, man. Chris Bosh scored 0 points in 2013 Game 7, but y'all say he's a super team. Contradiction. But that's the thing. But what was he averaging before he got there? Answer. You gonna make me? Here we go. Here we go. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Chris Bosh. I wonder if he's even gonna say this. If he's even gonna give me this. Before, was that 2011? I don't even know if it's gonna give me that. Oh, okay. Okay. Dude was averaging 23, 10, and 3. He averaged there for his last for 2009, 2010. Oh, his pre-stats. He averaged 23. Wait a minute. Scoring average. Oh, that's his final. They're not showing over that time. But yeah, he was selected to an NBA All-Star in 5 consecutive seasons. Just because he had a bad game in Game 7 don't mean it was a super team. That takes away from the fact that he was averaging 23 points because he scored 0 points in Game 7. Come on, dog. That's not taken away from him as a player. He didn't show up that day. And what was his numbers that game? How many opportunities did he have? Let's talk about that. Let's see. 0 points in Game 7. Let's see. Bosh scored 0 points in Game 7 of the 2013 NBA Finals against the San Antonio Spurs. Despite his scoreless performance, what was his performance? What did he shoot? His lowest output, scoring output in the playoff game. He had 7 rebounds. Highlighting that Bosh's contributions extended beyond scoring. Game 7 stats. I want to see what else he had in that. Oh, he had 7 rebounds, but I want to see what that postseason response finals game, 7 points. I want to see what his stats was across the board. Just 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 0 steals. How many shots did he take? He took 5 shots. So he only had 5 opportunities to play. So when you say he had 0 points, was he getting the ball in the post and getting his own opportunities? No, he was being fed opportunities by LeBron James. 5 throughout the whole game. He can't go out there and get his own shot. LeBron James is oh my God, y'all so crazy sometimes. The fact that he scored 0 points in Game 7, you could easily say that's LeBron's fault. because LeBron is who is getting him the ball, who is getting him involved, who is the game setter, he's setting up these guys. So no, dog, you can't just say that and just act like, oh, he just didn't show up. Okay, he missed 5 shots. He only had 5 shots played 28 minutes of that game. Was he in foul trouble? We don't know. He was still a +1 from the field. He had 2 turnovers. Yeah, he had 5 fouls. So it looks like he was in foul trouble too. So we can't just look at the box score and not scroll over. You know what I'm saying? So, dog, we got to tell the whole story, man. We got to tell the whole story. How else was Chris Bosh going to get his points? Was he just going to take the ball from LeBron James? Come on, man. Come on, man. You got to talk real with me at some point. You got to talk real with me at some point. You're right. It's a team sport. You play a certain role. And yeah, when you're the main dude on a team before you go with LeBron, of course your scoring number is going to drop like that. No, of course they're going to. But that's the thing. We can't say. But now you're playing both sides now, dog. You're playing both sides now, dog. LeBron James is the page setter. He's the guy that's setting up these guys. It's his fault he didn't score 0 points. You just blamed him, and then now you're saying it's a team game. If this dude can't go and get his shots, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? LeBron James is the guy that gets him the ball. Just like we say, Jordan never had a traditional point guard on his team. LeBron James never had a traditional point guard on his team because he was that guy. He's that point forward. He was the guy that's going to set everybody up. So, dog, come on, man. Come on, AR. Come on. You said start reading your comments. Dog, I'm talking, dog. I'm going. I can't read them all. Y'all going crazy in the comments. I can't. Then I won't be giving this supreme analysis. But what did I miss? What did I miss? Oh, you know what? I ain't play my joint. What y'all think about the let me stop sharing this joint. What y'all think about the joint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Naticus show. Where sports meet hip hop.
Hey! We ain't even talk hip hop, y'all. Come on, man. We ain't even talk hip hop.
Where the hot takes never stop. Bass in the room, let the whole block know. Big talk, hard truth, let the hot takes roll. Game on the line and the pressure stay thick. Real.
Y'all keep talking in the comments, man. I'll look at them. I'm looking at them now.
Real ones speak up. We don't water it down ish. With sports, meet hip hop. Where the hot takes
Yo.
never stop.
I just saw a good point. I gotta stop.
Yeah,
Hold up.
yeah. Welcome to the Naticus show. Yeah, legends get tested.
I gotta stop this joint. Because I just saw a great point. I just pinned it. Michael Jordan would pressure his teammates on bringing the A game. Bronze wasn't doing that as a leader. This is the thing. Now, I don't know about that, but this is the thing, and this is the stories that are confirmed, and this is what it was back then. Teams practice. You practice hard, super hard, so the games would be easy. So the Bulls in particular, they practice, man. They practice and win at each other. Jordan went at Pippen. Jordan made Pippen a better defender because he went at him every single day in practice. They said, and you can go and look this up, practices were easy. I mean, games were easy because of practices. Dog, come on, man. Y'all got to start doing y'all research. Y'all got to start watching these games. That's the first thing. Y'all got to start you debating, not giving analysis. I ain't debating. I'm giving my okay, dog. I'm doing a live right now, dog. Content. I can't read everybody's stuff because, hey, you do know when certain people get at certain points, they don't even read the comments unless somebody pay for it. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. But I'm not debating. And this is the debate channel, dog. This is the debate channel, and I'm telling y'all why I'm making my point. So I'm telling y'all my point. I'm actually sitting here telling you why I made that point. So, definitely definitely give an analysis because it was not a lie. Nothing I said was a lie. Injuries is part of the sport. Just like the year 2015, Kyrie and Love out. LeBron won 2 by himself with Dellavedova as his best teammate. Okay, but the team does play defense too. The team played overall good defense on those guys too, right? You do know that. So yeah, but yeah, LeBron James, and we keep saying LeBron James. You said it's a team sport, but then in the next comment, you said he won 2 by himself. What is it, man? Is it a team sport or guys winning games by themselves? Come on, man. I'd have dropped MJ at practice. He too scrawny and skinny. All right, man. You ain't talking now. You ain't talking now. Come on, man. We talking ball. Let me get to some of these comments. And like I said, I can't get to all of them. But hey, appreciate all the comments. Appreciate all the comments. But definitely can't get to all of them. Let's see. Chris Bosh scored. Yeah, we already talked about that. Let's see. Open chat. This roster. So let's look at this whole thing. Let's circle back, y'all. Let's take it back with the this roster in Philly. Is it better than Miami's big three? Would y'all say that? So if we looking at Jaylen Brown, I guess we comparing him to Dwayne Wade. We looking at who is it? Who could we compare to? God, you can't even really compare these teams. But you can look at their 3 best players. So we got Maxey, we got Jaylen, we got Embiid. 3 best players on the team that but that's 3 players. Now you're adding LeBron. So that's 3 players. So that's a big 3. LeBron, Bosh, Wade. Now this team has a big 3 already. But I guess you got to kind of put you gotta take Embiid out of it and maybe split his role up because he's not going to be there all the time. So what? Start reading all of your comments, sir. You sound crazy. Hey, you ain't doing nothing crazy, are you? You sounded crazy over there. Let's see. MJ would definitely punch you in the face at practice. What are we talking about, y'all? so ARW would have been ARW or ARV. ARW, yeah. So you would have been Kerr then, huh? Nothing is given. You got to go out there and earn it. And that starts in practice. And that's the thing. They don't practice now. They don't practice nowadays. So where are they earning it? Because they ain't doing it today. And that's the thing. They would practice back then. They would go hard in practice. And they hated practice. Hey, AI said it best. Practice. We talking about practice. But these guys practice back in the day in order to make the games easy. You got a guy going for your neck in practice trying to get a spot. That ain't happening now. These spots are already established, and they don't even have anyone coming for them for the most time. I think the best practices happen in training camp, and that's it. And that's it. And they didn't even do that much then. We've heard it all the past few years, the last 10, 15 years, they don't practice anymore. It's not a part of the game like it used to be. Yeah, man. I'd have. Let me see. I'm just trolling, man. I respect. Oh, yeah. I knew you guys was trolling, but it's hard to predict because they haven't built team chemistry yet. We will find out after All-Star break. Yeah, and then it's going. And this is all right. This is the thing too, man. Let me see. Context: 2016 NBA Finals. The Golden State Warriors faced key physical setbacks, most notably Steph Curry's knee sprain, Andrew Bogut's bone bruise, and Andre Iguodala's back spasms. Hey, I ain't gonna argue with you there. It happened. It definitely happened. It definitely happened. Those things happen. It also, Draymond Green missing that one game. That happened. That happened. And we can say all the hypotheticals we can, but they were up 3-1. They were up 3-1 for a reason. And I'm from Cleveland, so I even hate to say it. They were up 3-1 for a reason. And that reason is they were dominating them. They were dominating the Cavs. And When you got the big, Bogut has something to do with that. Bogut basically would not let those guys come to the hole unimpeded. He would basically hold the fort down there, make it hard for them guys. Kyrie, after Bogut went down, went crazy. We already know after the 3-1 deficit, Kyrie shot 50-50 splits from 50-50, 100 splits. So you know how they talk about 50, 40, 90? He shot 50% from the field, 50% from free throws. Field goals, threes, and 100% from the free throw line. So, hey, he went crazy. So that tells you that stats went up once old boy went down. Yeah, we know Steph Curry was limited, but Steph Curry was out there. I'm sorry, Steph Curry was out there. If you out there on the floor, ain't no excuses. You're out there, you're playing. So yeah, they might have been a little hurt, but the guys, only one I'm really counting is the Andrew Bogut, because Andrew Bogut was key to that team. And of course, people that don't watch the game aren't going to say it because they don't watch the games. But if you watch the games, you watch games 1 through 4, you know that Bogut was in there making a difference. Bogut being out, it opened up the gates. It opened up the gates. And me being a Cleveland fan, Kyrie fan, I can objectively admit that. So that's what y'all need to do, man. Y'all definitely need to. Yeah, Bogut was a defender. Bogut was a known defender, man. A known good defender. However you playing kid game. He's short 41 back-to-back games. Greatest block in NBA history. And then Kyrie hit the 3. Then LeBron dagger free throw to make it a 2-possession game. That happened. That happened. But it's only the greatest block in NBA history because LeBron James did it, right? I'm just messing with you. But yeah, it was a great block. If Kyrie hit the 3, you just glossed over that, though. You said, I'm glad you at least said it. Some people don't even say it. Key pieces, James Worthy and Byron Scott injured in 91 finals, but they won't talk about that. Yeah, they do talk about that. They talk about that. They definitely talk about that. Yeah, they were injured. They were injured. But they were injured before the finals. They were injured before the finals, and they made it to the finals. So, I mean, hey, it happens. Toronto won because Kevin Durant got hurt. So we gonna limit that now. Talking about 2015 Warriors, they didn't play a starting point guard on the way to the finals. So we're gonna limit their championship now. I mean, come on, man. The championship is a championship. They won it. Even the Lakers in 2020 played a Miami team that was hurt. Goran Dragic was hurt. Who else? Wasn't Jimmy Butler kind of? No, that was in the finals against Denver when he was kind of banged up. But I know they had some key injuries there too, but ain't nobody talking about that. But I'm just saying we could say that about any finals or any playoffs. Injuries are a part of the game. They happen, and hey, it's a part of the results too. And we got to factor in those into the results. But at the same time, we can't like use it on one spot and then not use it in another. If we gonna use it all across the board, not just when somebody's coming to attack that point. But like y'all just put LeBron down. It's weird as who put him down? Nobody put him down. Oh, you must be talking about the chat. LeBron scored 16 straight in the 4th to get Miami within 3 points. You missed that part too. Oh, y'all going at it in the comments. Where my Bron fans at? LeGlaze Productions. LeGlaze Productions. Oh my God. You know he coming in here he might have came and went, but dog, that's crazy. That is crazy. LeGlaze Productions. The fact that you even admitted that.
Tested, opinions get raised. Hey. Lights on bright, but the flow stay grimy. Talk real heavy, never move too shiny. From the jump to the drop, we setting the tone. If the take's too soft, they don't live this long. It's the
That's all. I just wanted to play that real quick for y'all. I wanted to play that real quick for y'all. But let me see. The Heat don't win if Ray Allen don't hit that three to save them, and Kyrie hitting that three in Game 7 versus the Warriors. Brian did not win these chips without those guys. That's the point. That last sentence is the point. That we could say whatever happened to get there, Brian didn't win without those guys. Period. However you want to slice it, he did not win without those guys. Just like MJ didn't win without Pippen. He didn't. But LeBron James never won anything, never won a title without those guys. Simple and plain. So, yeah, man. That's he said he played kid games, man. It's so funny. ARV, all team leaders have great teammates making game-winning plays. Injuries happen. History can't be changed. No one's trying to change history. The people that go against MJ is who try to change history. That's who try to change history because they got to try to go back and find these little stats and these manufactured stuff to try to discredit him. Like that, like if no one went back and tried to and actually done investigative work and uh tried to discredit him, we wouldn't even know about that. But it still didn't discredit him because we know what we saw. We know what we saw. What did he? The only guard to have what back to back? What was it? Was he had like 200 steals, 100 blocks, or something like that? Uh, Matter of fact, I think the only player to do it for 2 straight years. I think Hakeem did it once, but he didn't do it 2 seasons, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, man, this is let me see. Facts. Yeah, MJ didn't win shit without Pippen. We just said that. Everyone just said that. But LeBron James didn't win anything without any of them all-stars. They try to go through this list. This is so crazy, man. Whoever created this thing is kind of crazy because they go through this thing. MJ never won without Pippen, but LeBron won without Wade, Kyrie, but he never won without not one of those guys. He never won with just by himself. He made it there one time, but he never won without those all-stars, without these great players. He never won without them. That's the facts of it. So you can say what you want, but exactly. MJ didn't win shit without Pippen. Like you came in here cursing and stuff, man. Well, that's fine, but dog, MJ didn't win without Pippen. We know that. That's a fact. But when he was when he won, he won. He didn't lose. So there was no excuses. He didn't win without Pippen, but with Pippen, he won. Simple and plain. Okay, now go. You know what I'm saying? The only LeBron that put in work throughout his career was when he took the Cavs to the finals versus Spurs. That mindset was crazy. And if yeah, he was a dog. He was a dog. And the crazy thing is a lot of people can if they want to, and I'm not gonna do it here, but a lot of people can nitpick that. A lot of people could nitpick that if they wanted to. But we ain't gonna do that here. We ain't gonna do that here. But yeah, man, this is what this whole thing causes. And and I just want to just make the point that you can't have it both ways. You just can't have it both ways, man. If you're 23 and 41 are a part of the argument for his greatness, then being 41 can't suddenly become the excuse. If this stacked roster doesn't win, either his age is part of this standard all the time or it isn't. Standard can't change based on the outcome, man. Period. Can't change based on the outcome. So my thing is keep that same smoke for when he does great things, for when he does bad things or negative things that just doesn't because we can't count one and then not count the other. Period. So um yeah, man. Once Kobe forced Shaq out after his horrible NBA Finals against Detroit, and in the next 3 seasons, Kobe's Lakers never had a winning record. Not until the Lakers turned Kwame Brown into Paul Gasol. All right, okay, good take. That happened, but yeah, y'all. That whole that whole roster situation, man. I swear. And that point I just made, it's not an anti-LeBron point. It's just an argument for like consistent standards, man. We got to have consistent standards when we're talking about these topics. We can't just, move the goalposts when we, want to credit LeBron because we got to take the good with the bad. We can't just take the good. We can't, you know. Um, and that's why I like this audience because we can talk about that. Yeah, we can. We got people in here saying LeBron. We got people in here talking about MJ, but we got to come to a medium and we got to come to an understanding that they were both great, and but there's only one greatest, and that's MJ. Simple and plain. Simple and plain. As a Sixers fan, I'm not thinking we can win it all because LeBron is here. He's a role player on this team. JB is more the key piece. Yeah, facts. Facts. So that's the thing. I don't want to hear anybody saying that, oh my God, this guy is so great because he ended up having a 20 point, 10 rebound, 11 assists, triple double. I don't want to hear that because it's a product of this team right now, too, man. It's a product of this team. Any success is a product of the team. Like we just said, it's a team sport. But then if he have a bad game, even from the other fans, I don't want to hear any mess when he has a bad game. But the thing is, we can't boost him up for the good games and then minimize it when he has bad games. Just don't do that. Keep it at consistent standards, like I said. If we win or lose, Sixer fans aren't blaming LeBron. Don't get it twisted. LeBron said, no, they ain't even, you know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna blame LeBron. Ain't no reason to blame LeBron. It's the consistency and chemistry on this team will get blamed. The fact that it's the first season and you tried to put a group of guys together on this team is going to be to blame. And they just didn't have enough time to mesh. Maybe because Embiid isn't healthy. Maybe because I don't know, LeBron isn't healthy. Who knows? Like it could be any of those things. I think LeBron is just the glue to this team. He's the guy that's going to bring some stability to this squad. That's what I believe. That's what I wholeheartedly believe, man. So, Pippen words is best. Can't be single greatest player because it's a team sport. Can't compare errors. Exactly. You can't. And I said that. So now you making sense, AR. You making sense. You can't compare errors. Period. Because, like I always say, you cannot drop players into different eras with the same mentality. It won't happen. You can't drop LeBron in that same era. You can't drop LeBron in the 90s with the same mentality that he has now. You can't drop Jordan in his era with the same mentality he has now. But if we comparing the two and we drop them in these different eras with that same mentality, come on, man. With the lanes that's open right now, come on, dog. Come on. Now, his game would be welcome today. If we look at LeBron's game and the way he plays now, the same mentality, his game and the way he played would not be welcome in the 90s. We got to agree to that one. His game would not be welcome in the 90s because there wasn't a lot of point forwards. There wasn't a lot of guys that played the way he played. Now, he would have had to be more of a scorer. He would have had to be a guy that would learn to, put his back to the basket. I feel like he never really learned that. And anytime he has his back to the basket is with the intention of passing the rock, passing it to the open guy. So, yeah, we changed out two old vet minimum Kyle Lowry and Eric Gordon for vet minimum LeBron. We're okay with the heck yeah. You gotta be. You gotta be. I always was making sense. No, man, you was saying some crazy stuff, dog. We gotta take off our rose-colored 1900s glasses off. Come on, once in a while. No, dog, you was talking crazy up there. You was trolling. You was trolling up there, man. What about them Cavs? What is James Harden doing? What if he gonna join somebody else and then trading Garland would be for nothing? No, the Cavs. I talked about them earlier. I talked about the Cavs. Basically said that, hey, James Harden is the blame for LeBron James not coming to Cleveland. They couldn't get over the fact of that fit, how he was going to fit with James Harden. It wasn't going to happen. That was the problem. That was a bad trade. If you had any intention on getting LeBron James, and you can say that now because it's over and done with. If you had any intention on getting LeBron James, James Harden he shouldn't have been a part of the mix because James Harden is not a guy that would fit with LeBron James, especially in the playoffs. What is he going to do in the playoffs? Be a spot-up shooter? James Harden needs the ball. James Harden has to have the ball at times, and when he doesn't have the ball, he's ineffective. Period. He's not a spot up shooter. We didn't seen him do it in spots during the season, but we don't see it in the playoffs. We see the inconsistencies in the playoffs with James Harden all the time. So, yeah, man, this is that was my Cavs analysis. The Cavs are pretty much cooked right now. They're pretty much cooked. They're gonna be good, but they ain't gonna be good enough. I don't believe. Now, if they end up getting a Jonathan Kuminga, if they can land him, and we talking. Now, that's not gonna guarantee nothing, but that's going to bring some aggressiveness to this team, I believe, that we don't have, from a guy like Kuminga. So if they can make that happen, that would be great. But right now, the offseason, only thing they've done positive this offseason is sign Donovan Mitchell. And that right there could have stunted any type of signings or trades that you can make because of this extension that he's been signed to. So I don't know. You're not gonna be able to get a player, a 2-year, $8 million who's gonna be as effective as a LeBron James would be. So I don't know. The best single NBA player who only carried his team before becoming the 76ers was Moses Malone. He was a beast. Those Houston teams were terrible except for Moses. He was incredible. Yeah, Moses Malone was a monster. And he's forgotten. He's forgotten, because he was playing in the 70s. So we changed out to okay. James Harden didn't come up in the clutch. The Knicks exposed him in the playoffs. I'm not giving Harden 30 million. Hell no. They better not restructure no $30 million deal for him, man. I would get him out of here. I would say, hey, you know what? I know we had a handshake deal. I know you opted out to, hey, but this business. You opted out to give us some flexibility, but that was because we were looking to get LeBron James. Since that didn't happen, and since you don't fit this team and you sucked in the playoffs, you got to go based on business. Hey, this is a business. I know y'all, like I said, I know they had that handshake agreement, but in this situation, null and void. He was trash in the playoffs, like he is all playoffs, man. And then he'll tease you with one game. He'll have like 30 points, 9 rebounds, and then the next game he'll have like 10 points, 5 assists, maybe. He had 30 points, 9 assists, and then the next game he had like 11 points. I think he had like 8 turnovers or something, man. That's the thing too, man. Too many careless turnovers. Like, this is the regular season, and the playoffs is not the regular season. It's a whole different season, and you got to take care of the ball. Every single possession counts. Period. So yeah, that's why James Harden can't. I wouldn't bring him back, but they may keep their word. I don't know. They may keep their word. I wouldn't. I'd be like, you know what? You're out of here. You are out of here. But man, we came up on the 2-hour mark. Man, what about them Cavs? What is James Harden doing if he gonna join somebody else than trading Garland? Wouldn't? Yeah, I know, man. That would be for nothing. We gotta at least sign him back, sign him to something, and see if we got any takers out there. That's the only thing that we would be able to do, in my opinion, because yeah, it'd be like we'd be trading Garland for nothing. But now we got to salvage that. Hey, if we got to salvage that, we got to salvage that. Damn, how my video look, y'all? Do I got too many damn? I might have too many damn. Hold up, man. I might have too many damn. What's the name's open? Let me see. Let me make sure I ain't got too many. How my video look, y'all? Because on my end it don't look too good. Let me make sure but I think when it uploads, it'll come out. It'll come out pretty good. But let me see how I look on my other platform. Okay, it look decent over here. Look decent over here. But yeah, man, this was a great talk. This was a great live. I'm probably gonna go live again one time this week. Maybe go live and we can get into it again. What you think on my Clippers though? What did they get? Brandon Ingram. So they got Brandon Ingram. They have once that trade goes through, they got Brandon Ingram. They have Darius Garland. They actually don't they have Lopez, the Lopez brother? They got rid of Zubac though. That hurt. They just lost Matherin, right? Or somebody offer him a sheet. I think somebody might have offered him something. Clippers, man, they just I don't know. They seem like they play in stretches during the season. They started off so bad last year, and then they went crazy at the end to get them in the play or to get them to the play in. Um, and then they just fizzled out again. Knicks going back to the Eastern Conference Finals, even with this new Sixers team, they still have to build chemistry, and health is a major factor too. Definitely, the chemistry factor is the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing for the Sixers, man. That and health, like you said, that and health is the two biggest things for that team and for that team to mesh, man. So, yeah. Let me see the best single NBA player who told. Oh yeah, I got that. I got that. So Knicks. Going back to the Eastern Conference. Oh, we got that. Okay, yeah. So, see, Pippen words is okay. I'm still make sure I ain't missing nothing, y'all. Always been making. Oh yeah, nah, you what? ARW. You wasn't always making sense, man. I saw a couple of those, dog. You was talking about you would punch, you would cook. Come on, dog. Come on. You was saying you was trolling. With at least one comment I saw was a troll comment. So, but yeah, that still was a good talk, man. This was a good talk. Love getting into this banter with you guys. Love reading the comments and getting into it, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let me see. Let me see. Derrick Rose. Let me make sure I get rid of another one of these. Dang, I put up too many doggone uh tabs. Hopefully I don't get rid of the tab that I actually need. Am I still sharing? No, I'm not sharing anymore. Good, good, good. But yeah, y'all, we do this a few times a week. Look out for us, man. Turn on your post notifications. I didn't even tell anybody to get the likes up. I don't even know how many likes we have, because I just stopped looking at that stuff. But make sure we get the likes up. Make sure anybody new in here subscribes. Hit the notification bell because I'm gonna go on here more, man. I'm gonna go on here more, and like I said, I'm gonna bring some contributors on, and we're gonna talk about it, man. We are going to talk about it. NBA season is getting ready to get a little slow because it's getting ready to hit that summer, man. Them dog days of summer, and football season is getting ready to start. Training camp has started already, so uh, we're getting ready to get into those days where it's not a lot of basketball, but coming up in about a couple months, probably about let me see, we coming up on the end of July. So the beginning was it so September will be when they start to have like around September, mid to late September is when they have the media days for the league. So we're gonna get back to it, man. We're gonna definitely get back to it when they put the schedule out. We're gonna get back to it, talk about these Christmas games, these opening day games, we're gonna get into it, man. Martin Luther King game, you know, we're gonna get into it. So keep rocking with me, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. I will never forget to say that. Uh check out everything below in the description. Check out other videos. Check out the content that's on the channel. I'm also coming with a new long form channel where I'm going to be actually breaking down a little more of these videos that I kind of react to. It'll be a longer version of the shorts, but it'll be a little longer analysis of it. So shorts is just to get the discovery going and to get people hip to the channel. But now we're gonna start getting crazy with the long form, man. Like I said, end of July. So that should be coming up real soon, y'all. That should be coming up real soon. And that channel is at the Naticus Show. This is the Naticus Show clips. And yeah, man, get those likes up. Get those likes up before we get out of here. Get those likes up. Let me see. Where can I check the doggone likes at? I don't even see them in here. But let's see. Where can I check the likes at? But yeah, definitely, man. Keep that banter going in the chat too, man. Keep the banter going. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, it look like we got a few. Look like we got a few. Look like we got a few subs. Let me see. Analytics. Let me see what we got on the analytics on this joint. So 29, blah, blah, blah. How many likes we got in this joint? I still can't see. Oh, wait a minute. Reach, engagement. Yeah, I can't even see where the likes and stuff is. I mean, I guess y'all can let me know, but nevertheless, man, get those likes up. Get those likes up. If you came in here, man, and you said something in the chat, go on and hit that like, man. It's free. It's free. It is definitely free. But let's see. Yeah, yeah. What else we got in here? Chris Paul messed up the chemistry for my Clippers. Dude needed to go telling coaches how to run offensive players, not listen to the coach. Yeah, he messed that up. Only said it because someone said I got punched, and that was funny though. Football banter going to be crazy. Yeah, it's going to be crazy, man. But I don't know how many football players we got in this joint. Remember, YouTube is going to send out to, if we talking basketball, they're going to send it out to basketball fans. If we're talking football, they're gonna send it out to football fans. So we gotta test that. So let me see. Only person who hated the LeBron announcement was Trump said him and Uncle Jordan are best buddies playing golf all the time together. Yeah, I mean, dude's the greatest basketball player to ever play the game. So the president asks you to go play golf, you go play golf. Especially when you're a billionaire and you rubbing elbows with a lot of these people. So I've played golf. I'll tell you this. I played golf with people that I didn't like. I played golf with people that I was just, hey, it was a manager or something. I've played golf before with people that I wasn't too fond of. So we can't use that. We can't use that. And if that's what you were doing, trying to use that to discredit, because we know sometimes people try to use that to discredit. And it's like, come on. We talking basketball. That's awesome. Oh, okay. MJ all the way and Bron is a chump. Oh God. People be talking crazy. Why you chump, man? Why you chump? Explain to us why LeBron James is a chump and why MJ all the way. You can do that in your next I'm gonna pin that joint. You do that in the next comment. I appreciate the show. It was my first time joining live and enjoyed it. Hey man, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Looking forward to your takes you have in the future. Hey, make sure you liked and make sure you subscribe, dog. We'll definitely appreciate that. Check out the channel. Put some hip hop joints on there. Eminem stuff. Tretch. Because I'm in this mode right now of paying homage to the people that came before, man, because there's a lot of discrediting going on, man. It's a lot of discrediting going on. So I put something out there recently about Clyde Drexler, who was a monster. Put something out there about Barkley, who was a monster, crazy monster. Put something out there about KJ. That was one of my favorite players of all time. Just put something out there about Nick the Quick Van Exel, who was nice. You say it's a chump because he's been cooking his favorite team and player for 23 years. I'll just know nothing, little broski. You mad? Oh my God. It's football season. LeBron made his decision. Now let's move on to football. Don't worry. I'll lead the chat in the football banter. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see if the chat likes football. But yeah, go, hey, do your thing, because I'll read it and talk about it. But chat and everybody else got to be receptive to it too. So, you know, that's how I go. That's how I go. That's why we have like NBA and channels, and then that's why we have football channels, because it's different. It's two different buckets. Two different buckets. When you're talking about YouTube algorithm and stuff like that, it's two different buckets. When you talking about football and basketball, you may not have the same people that's talking basketball that's going to talk football. So I don't know. I mean, you could bring it up, but some people may not be receptive to it too. So may not have football fans in here. The football fans are going to be found by what the title is, what the thumbnail is. Like right now, this thumbnail was all about the decision that was made. So that's how the YouTube is going to send people from that thumbnail, from the click. They're going to show people that, and they're going to click accordingly. They're not going to click this one if they're interested in NFL. So I'm just telling you that's how it worked. Brian requesting for help all the time to win chips, and MJ took them teams to them finals and made them better. MJ never jumped ship when his ship was sinking. Okay. There was a take. There is a key. We give him a pass for being wild. He crazy. But I feel you, Evan. But yeah, that's how that worked, dog. Football is a better bucket. That's if that's your bucket, though. I have put out maybe 2 NFL videos. So that's why there are content creators who create football content, and there are other content creators that create basketball content. So that's how I work, dog. That's how I work. You know that. We didn't talk about this. It's you can't that's the thing. You can't force a certain subject on certain audiences either. That's another thing. We can't force something on that people that aren't interested. Everyone isn't interested in football. Everyone isn't interested in baseball. Everyone isn't interested in hockey, in soccer, wrestling, even. Like everybody not interested in it. This audience right here is gonna be a completely different audience as the next sport. So that's how I work. Like I can't come out on this channel and put out a football content one day, then basketball content the other day. It's gonna confuse the algorithm. That's why you have a football channel, and that's why you have a basketball channel. But this channel in particular is NBA is basically, well, it's supposed to be sports and hip hop, but it's like NBA and for mostly because we talking NBA most of the time. That's where most of the videos are. But we do hip hop segments as well. So that's how I work, dog. Give you a little informational, educational, content right there. That's how I work. Just telling you, that is definitely how I work for somebody that's been studying this whole thing for the past year and a half now. And I still got so much more to learn. But from my research, that's how it works. Like you come here, if I came here talking about massaging or anything, or somebody started talking about massages, that would kill this channel. That would kill this channel. And somebody tried to do that. So that would kill this channel. Sir, I know this. Just troll. What's don't want to hear about LeBron for the rest of the summer? I'm sick of his ass. Well, that's where, hey, you can't be sick of him. We got to take that emotion out of it. we got to just be basketball fans. I'm gonna be about that. I want to see it. Hey, now that it already happened, I want to see it. I want to see what happens. I want to see how they look. I want to see how they mesh. I want to see how they don't mesh. I want to see all the trials and tribulations they have. I want to see all the different, the media attention that they're going to have from it. I want to see what Jalen Brown says. I mean, because Jalen Brown still got that little feud going on with Stephen A. We're going to see what Stephen A. Smith and them say, because they're going to be searching for content. Any little thing that team does now is going to be highly scrutinized just because LeBron James is on it. So we definitely going to say that. Any team that LeBron James is on will be highly scrutinized because he's on it, and I could objectively say that. It's definitely going to be talked about. Just like if MJ was in this era, any team he was on would be scrutinized right now, because when you're the best in the game in your era, that's it. You had your beat writers that actually did criticize Jordan a lot. Peter Vesey, he was one that comes to mind. He was a beat writer that was doing a lot of criticizing of Jordan, but we didn't have social media, so it was a kind of limited to who saw it. So now it's crazy. I would be interested to see how Jordan reacted in today's climate. I would definitely be interested to see. I don't know. As before, we've had a front row seat for his BS since 2002. I'm over LeBron. We'll talk about the rest of the league and the young bulls coming. So bring them up. Who the young bulls? Let's go. Say hip hop and I'm here. In NBA, I'm here. Yes, sir. Hotline Bling is a good song. Hey, make sure you like and subscribe, man, because that's what's here, man. NBA, hip hop. Myself and Sean T, who was one of the contributors on here before he was we were doing top 10 lists, West Coast, East Coast. I think did we do groups? We might not have done groups before, but I might have to get on here and just do it, man. I'm see if my contributor come back and see if I want to venture down that road. But I've been liking these I've been liking these lives, man. Because we don't just talk about what's going on now. Just think of the last live. The last live when we were on, Mr. E. Carter. Last live I did we actually went down a whole rabbit hole of all the pioneers, all the players that paved the way for these today players. That's what people was just throwing out different players, man. They was throwing out these different old players, and hey, that's what we did the last live. We didn't even stay talking about that decision because hey, we just talking sports here, man. We just talking uh NBA, mostly NBA, man. We talking mostly NBA. So, but if anybody want to bring up a NFL topic, they can do that, and we can get into it and see what people do. But I want to, hopefully, we don't see the chat go down or the viewers go down because that's what would normally happen if you come up with a different a topic. What you say, at Evan? Obviously, today LeBron is current headline news. Signing with Philly won't be the topic every day for a season. Nah, heck no. It's just that's what it is now. It's definitely the talk now. So that's what's going on right now, man. The LeBron James saga, and it'll always be that until that dude retires, I believe. Unless it's just this noticeable drop, and you know I don't want to wish this on them, but if somebody, if there's some type of injury, maybe Embiid is just, I don't know, man. I think he's on borrowed time right now, as far as being in the league because we know he can't play back to backs. He should have never played in the Olympics. I mean, I get it. He probably wanted to play, get that gold medal for U.S., but if we're talking just from a team standpoint, his team shouldn't have allowed him to play. I mean, I don't even know if they had that power, but I'm sure they probably suggested, hey, maybe you shouldn't play in the Olympics, big fella. So I don't know, man. But yeah, man. Uh yeah, this was another good live, man. Like I said, I hope everyone enjoyed it. I will be going live again later on this week, possibly like a Wednesday or something like that. And I'm sure it's going to be some news. But I think I'm going to bring some other stuff to the table as well. This definitely won't be the only thing that we're talking about. Actually, last time we even talked about some Gilbert Arenas news, because that saga is getting juicier and juicier because at first I thought it was just a shtick. I thought they were just, trying to build up some momentum or some notoriety for the season, getting ready to come up his season 5 with Playmaker. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if we got any Gilbert Arena fans in here. He said, I know a beer batter. My point is I'm from Cleveland. My point is the NBA is about to rocking this year. More will be revealed this season. Indy, Minnesota, Atlanta, Portland, Denver, Houston, Lakers, etc. Yeah, but not tonight, brother. I'm hoping Bulls can get relevant again. Caleb Wilson is not. Yeah, Caleb Wilson is nice, man. Whew. I'm like, jeez. All right. I like what we got going coming in this league too. I like what we got coming in this league, man. I think the league is going to be in good hands. Uh, Maybe somebody comes out and is going to be a standout. Hopefully, somebody comes out and is a standout and you know becomes that next guy. You know what I mean? Because we didn't seen too many come and go. Like you said, Portland, like Ja Morant, man. I don't know. Acuff, yeah, Malik Thomas, yeah, that's crazy. They're gonna be a problem, I believe too. Uh, if they can, get with the right organization, get the right exposure, get the right coaching, get the right teammates, they should be good, man. Can't wait to watch this new gen start balling. Facts, facts. So yeah, man, I've been on this joint for 2 hours and 27 minutes. This has been a good live. Like I said, before you leave, make sure you like, subscribe. Would greatly appreciate it. And we're gonna keep rocking, y'all. We're gonna keep rocking. So with that said, if y'all don't have anything else to say that's pressing, we rolling up out of here, dog. And I will see y'all on the other end, man. Stay tuned, man. Put them post notifications on. Let's get it. Okay.